First of all, the biggest thing, the number one thing that struck me was the attention to detail. When I started reading through the individual modules and I realized, okay, this is well thought out. This is not thrown together willy-nilly. This is somebody who understands not just the process of getting a job, but everything that it entails. There's a lot of people saying, I can help you get a remote job. Remote Rebellion is the only one that covers the very important extras, such as there's a change in the lifestyle, how you build your professional network. I found that huge. The professional network, you don't go to the office, so you don't build those relationships like that. And the fact that in the program, it explains that part, not only you're not surprised, you're prepared for it. I felt like I was losing a bit of my professional network, but then I started rebuilding it through, different communities, now, remote clients and such. And now I'm back to having my new professional network, but I don't think that I was ready of the impact. And at least from what I've seen, Remote Rebellion is the only one that covered that aspect. I'm Cosmin. I'm out of Canada, Vancouver, BC, and I had worked remote jobs before, actually right at the time when I found Remote Rebellion. I was a manager at AWS working remote. But I will say that and the previous time when I had worked remote, I had stumbled upon the jobs. I wasn't particularly looking for that. So then when I found Remote Rebellion, I wanted to be purposeful about it. And I was looking for the ability to change how I work. And if I was going to project the next 10 years of my life, actually, to be able to make some fundamental changes. I was not looking for a silver bullet, but more to learn how to better approach remote work as a whole. So the biggest challenge that I had before joining was really split into three main things, I'd say. One is a bit of a tsunami of information. You go look around on the internet. There's a lot of information that you have to sort through to help you out with remote work. And because I have a bit of experience, I know that it's not enough to just redo your CV. It's not enough to just get an introduction somewhere. I knew that it takes a little more than that. And I was looking for somebody or a program that's like something professionally done, not just a half an hour kind of read this or watch the one video. I was looking for some connections to learn from other people, and definitely to have a better understanding of the tools and mechanism available to me, because I knew that it wasn't going to be an overnight transformation. I think that was very important. I was looking for something, I would say, professional. I did not have any apprehensions about signing up. What I was looking, so I had thought about it. I had thought a little bit about it. So when I went to sign up with Remote Rebellion, I looked around. Like I said, I have a little bit of experience on just recruitment, looking for resources, looking for figuring out who's professional, who's got some experience. And everything about Remote Rebellion and about Michelle aligned as far as everything that I knew about professional recruitment, because I have worked directly with recruiters, with agencies, and also from both ends, both as a manager who was hiring and also when I was looking for work. So everything aligned. I had no apprehension. Yeah, I'd say so. The most valuable parts are really I'd say the guidance around all the complex parts in changing your lifestyle. I think it's more important, because it's not enough to say to get a remote job. I'd want to say that's almost more like the easier part, but what you're not prepared is for all the other items that are well covered in the part of the Remote Rebellion program, which is the big lifestyle change. How you need to polish your entire image, even how you connect over LinkedIn, which is very important. And there's a big section about that. And I know for me, I completely neglected LinkedIn before. And even the covering visas, how important it is to look at the various countries, the programs they offer, how some companies are fully remote, but then the competition is more stiff when you have that. Those things, those subtle things that are very important, they're covered in the program. And I really like that part, but I feel like right now I'm well equipped, at least in the near future, to continuously tackle this new remote work environment. I started a newsletter that is surprisingly successful. This is because it's part of that whole remote rebellion of how do you build your image and your brand, not just the LinkedIn. And the newsletter now is something that I can point to other people. I would say that the number one big benefit for me, was, okay, I think it was the second module, but it was a module that asked you, how do you want this to work around your life? It was when the module that attached the remote work to the life changes that you need to make. And by far, that Remote Rebellion as a program does not hide that it will change your lifestyle, and it helps you to really address how that will change. And I wasn't quite ready for the reality of it. And it's not difficult, but going back to it, of how you build your professional network, how you present yourself, how you talk, how you're not going to be afraid to say, I'm looking for a work like this is my time zone, the little things, this is my time zone, I can work around these hours, I can work around this geography. Where am I really willing to go? That was great. And I think for me, where I took a pause of a few days was when it asked me in the program, where are you willing really to go? What cities are you willing to go? What countries? Because it's very tangible, but then you really go, where would I really, really want to go? And I think that's when I realized, hold on a second, this is real, or it can be real. I would highly recommend the Remote Rebellion program for people who are not looking exclusively for just a job. And I don't want to mean to say that, but if you're looking for like this to do a startup and or build a digital product and such that will allow you, because those things many times sell to a remote audience. Your customers will not be local. So even if you have, say, a job, but you're looking at selling something remote, whether it's a digital product, software as a service, or some kind of consultancy, I think that this program, Remote Rebellion, would help people like that. And then maybe you end up with enough work that allows you to quit your full-time job, and then you can do something. Because sometimes you just need a little bit of that courage to take that first step.